Good afternoon, Don't Unfriend Me Nation. Matthew Spear from the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Sorry, it's been about a week and a half since we've done one of the recorded shows, and reason why is we've been building the Dumb Club, and it is almost complete, where you can get all your news and photographs behind the scenes and a quarterly gift box and stuff like that. So if you haven't had a chance, go to thedumbclub.com. We're talking about Donald Trump today. This is an article that I just got done writing, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the other side of 15 seconds.
Truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more f***ed up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up all the party ends. Agree or disagree.
That's Still Point, STIILPOINT, the Don't Unfriend Me band, good friends of the show. Please give them a listen. With no further ado, we already know who Donald Trump is. We know what he's going to deliver in 2024. And throughout my time observing American politics, discourse surrounding President Donald Trump has been deeply polarized. And it's characterized by skepticism and relentless criticism from many on the left. They've warned of dire consequences from his presidency. Our democracy will fail, predicting catastrophic impacts on both domestic and global fronts. However, as I've closely followed his administration, it's evident that the results of his policies paint a substantially different picture, a picture of tangible success across a multitude of sectors, often overshadowed by partisan critiques. When Donald Trump assumed office in January 2017, the American economy was on a slow path to recovery, yet still grappling with lingering effects of the financial crises. Trump promised a revival of American industrial might and a boost to economic growth. His administration delivered notable results, adding 6.6 million jobs from the start of his presidency until the outbreak of COVID-19, the pandemic. By February 2020, unemployment had plummeted to a 50-year low of 3.5%. Additionally, the GDP growth in 2018 surged to 2.9%, marking one of the strongest economic upticks since the 2008 recession. These statistics represent more than mere numbers. They signify real progress and the reinvigoration of the American workforce. Central to his economic revitalization was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, which reduced the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21% and doubled the standard deduction as well. This legislative move was designed to unleash an era of robust economic expansion, facilitating increased investment and employment. Furthermore, Trump's aggressive deregulatory agenda, which eliminated over 8 existing regulations for every new one introduced, significantly reduced bureaucratic barriers, thereby fostering an environment of conducive to the things that we call business growth and innovation. On the trade front, Trump's presidency was marked by a decisive shift from previous policies. He renegotiated NAFTA, culminating in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, also known as USMCA. This new agreement revitalized North American trade, projected to boost U.S. GDP by $68.2 billion and support an additional 176,000 jobs. His administration's imposition of tariffs on steel and aluminum aimed to protect American industries from unfair overseas competition, subsequently aiding companies like U.S. Steel in rehiring workers and reopening factories, a rejuvenation of American manufacturing not seen in decades, and Obama said it couldn't happen. In foreign policy, Trump's administration achieved significant milestones, notably the Abraham Accords, which normalized relations between Israel and 4 Arab nations, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. This landmark achievement not only promoted peace in historically volatile Middle Eastern areas, but also opened new avenues for economic and diplomatic cooperation. Furthermore, Trump's insistence on NATO allies increasing their defense spending bolstered the alliance, ensuring a more balanced contribution to global security. One of the most significant aspects of the Trump's foreign policy was his commitment to preventing new conflicts. Unlike his predecessors, his administration did not start any new wars, focusing instead on negotiation and economic measures to assert U.S. interests globally. This approach not only preserved American lives, but also emphasized a shift towards non-military tools of international relations, such as trade policies and diplomatic negotiations. On national security, Trump's firm stance was exemplified by his authorization of military operations that led to the defeat of ISIS's caliphate and the elimination of its leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. His policies on immigration, including the implementation of travel bans and the expansion of physical barriers on the southern U.S. border, were aimed at strengthening national security and managing immigration more effectively. Trump's energy policies emphasized achieving American energy and the independence that comes with, a milestone reached as the U.S. became a net exporter of oil and natural gas. His administration's approach involved rolling back restrictive environmental regulations to bolster the fossil fuel industry and secure energy autonomy, prioritizing economic growth over environmental concerns. In addressing the opioid crisis, Trump's administration took proactive steps by increasing funding for additional recovery and implementing policies that contributed to the first decline in overdose and drug deaths in decades. Similarly, his efforts to reform veteran affairs through the VA Mission Act and the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act significantly improved healthcare options and accountability within the VA system. Trump's judicial appointments have left an indelible mark on the federal judiciary, with the appointment of 3 Supreme Court justices and numerous federal judges. This reshaping of the judiciary will likely influence American legal proceedings for many years to come on a generational level. One of the most pivotal outcomes of these appointments was the Supreme Court's decision in cases related to Roe v. Wade, where shifts in court's composition have raised significant discussions on abortion rights. And this reflects Trump's conservative judicial outlook. Despite these substantial accomplishments, the narrative spun by the left often dismisses or outright ignores the positive impacts of Trump's policies, focusing instead on controversies and his unorthodox style. This glaring disconnect between the predicted negative outcomes and the actual successful results of his presidency underscores a broader political and cultural divide. Critics continue to warn of dangers and failures where clear evidence points to significant national advancements under Trump's leadership. The ongoing disbelief among detractors in the face of these achievements raises profound questions about the current state of political discourse and the criteria by which presidential success is measured. As we move forward, this discrepancy remains a pivotal theme in understanding and assessing the legacy of Trump's presidency. But of course, we're told that Russia, and the election in January 6th is more important than the actual results of the presidency. You can hold Trump to account, but you also have to give him his accolades and due. I think he's waiting and probably will be waiting for most of his life. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. We appreciate it. We hope you liked the article. If you did, you can go to thedumbnews.com. You can also stop by The Dumb Show, get some hats, some t-shirts, stuff like that. We would appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll be live 7 o'clock tonight. We hope to see you there. Thanks so much, and God bless.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia, and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.